Hey everybody, hope you had a good spring break. Wish I could be with you. However, hopefully, I'm very happy. What's happening there? Very happy in Texas. So, I want to talk to you about introductions. Um, your introduction needs to have several key concepts, which we'll talk about as a hook, funnel, and thesis. So I'll be looking for these when I grade your argumentative essay. A hook is simply a great way to catch a reader's attention right from the get-go. Here are some great hooks from literature that you can look over. They should grab your attention and make you want to read more. Now, there's tons of, just type in essay hooks and you'll get tons. Here's one little website here. And we'll just go over a couple of these things that you can do. Let's see. Load real quick. Give it a second. So different kinds of hooks. Don't state your thesis, but literary quotes, quotes from wise people, inspiring people. Probably don't have enough room to start off with a story, but maybe if it was real short like that. Jokes, numbers, and statistics. This can be great, especially in an argumentative essay. So bringing out some startling statistic connected to your essay topic. Revealing misconceptions, contradictions, rhetorical questions. So anyway, you can look over all these or just do another search for essay hooks. There are tons and tons of them. So think about using a hook in your essay. I'll be looking for that. And that's one of the things your peer review will involve as well. And then we have the idea of funneling. So let's see. Yeah. So if we look here, the idea of funneling is that it starts broad and it gets narrow and then ends in your thesis. So if we started off with something real broad, like sexism continues to affect the lives of every woman on the planet, that's really broad, talking about sexism in general and every woman on the planet. But now, by the end of the introduction, we would narrow it down to our thesis, Shakespeare's portrayal of Juliet, and then we know what we're talking about. So you want to funnel down, start broad, and end up with your thesis. And finally, your thesis sentence states your main idea and outlines the essay. And I'll be looking to see that it does both of those things. So if we look at this sentence, this absence of truth is exactly what Shelley chooses to address as he uses metaphors of grim distortion and radiant incandescence to expose the counterfeit nature of the world. So I know that the point we're making is about Shelley expressing the absence of truth, and it's going to have two sections: metaphors of grim distortion, radiant incandescence. Okay. Here's another one. Shakespeare is able to create a heightened sense of tragedy in Romeo and Juliet by his use of scenery and violent imagery. So the idea is a heightened sense of tragedy. We're going to have two sections, one on scenery, one on violent imagery. So in your argumentative essay, your thesis is going to clearly state what you're arguing, and then will also let me know the sections of your essay. All right, you can look over this, see how we did it. The author, Aldous Huxley, once said to his dog, "Every man is Napoleon," hence the constant popularity of dogs. So we get a quote from a famous author. As I consider the pet I would like to have share my life, it's Huxley's quote that sums up why a dog would be the best choice. Now, in this one, I would encourage this author to have a bit more funneling. Maybe make another broad statement about dogs and being man's best friend or something like that. And then finally, because of its sense of loyalty, its ability to be trained, and its great companionship, a dog is the perfect pet for me. So the main idea is the dog is a perfect pet. Then we're going to have three sections: sense of loyalty, ability to be trained, and great companionship. All right, so that's what your thesis should do. Okay, in the conclusion, you're going to reverse funnel. So you're going to start narrow with the topic of your essay and then get broader. And maybe consider answering in the question, so what? What if people don't listen to your argument? What are the results? What's going to happen in the world if people don't pay attention to what you're saying? So think about that, answering the question, so what, in the conclusion, and then ending really broad. Okay, hope that helps you with your introductions and conclusions. Make sure you're ready to do the peer review on Thursday.